The 2K Sports Pregame Show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they're not having the season they might have hoped for, but facing a team currently in the playoff conversation, they have a chance to make up some ground. Well, it started with the trade for Wiggins and continued with landing Karl Anthony Towns in the draft. Minnesota's got a lot of good young talent. What should the expectations be for the coming years?
Well, you know what, Ernie? Let me think about this, because they got a great starting five, great starting lineup. They're growing quickly, and they're developing quickly. So I think they could be in the playoffs pretty soon.
Yeah, with 2 #1 picks on the roster, they'll be expected to make deep playoff runs, especially in the next 3 or 4 years. But they got to do it within the next 3 or 4 years.
All right, you got to. So there, you're on the clock, Minnesota. Here's Kevin Harlan, former voice of the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. Earlier this season, it was Sacramento who came out on top in the last matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking for the 3rd straight win against these guys. And before the game gets started here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Dave Yeager. Dave.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. All-star break behind us now, Doris. Teams getting back in the flow, looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's an interesting time of year because you have the playoff teams who are fighting for seeding, the lottery teams thinking, okay, you know, how many games left? If I finish in the bottom 5 of the league, what happens to me? A lot of different directions the team can go in.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Ricky Rubio. Wiggins is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Towns, and it's Rush in at the shooting guard. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Back to Rubio. Zhang with a screen on Collison. The dish to Towns, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And Rubio kicks to Zhang. And stolen by Kufis. Here's Collison. Cauley-Stein passes to Collison. He feeds it to McLemore. To the inside. Kings moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Aflalo, no good. Kings on D. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, I thought too many hard shots. I don't know whether it was a question of strategy or if guys were just unwilling to work for something better.
Collison kicks to McLemore. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Towns the screen. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Collison dishes to Koufos. Down low, McLemore. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McLemore's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Let's hope that's never the plan, and certainly not this early in the game. You don't want to let him get on a roll. That can make a long night for you.
To the inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Towns is not fully developed at this point. Scouts feel someday he'll play in the 260, 270 range.
Cauley Stein passes to Koufos. And the rejection by Jang. Wiggins with it, now guarded by Aflalo. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Rubio outside. Here's Dang.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you notice about Gorgui Zhang is when he's on the floor, it's his defensive presence. Very long arms to bother shooters, quick movement to stay and track drivers as they come to the rim. Such a force.
And when you see Zhang, you don't expect a player Doris of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Zhang can definitely face up and knock shots down. Enough, certainly, to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space. And also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there.
And Zhang drops them both.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
Collison kicks to Koufos. Cauley Stein. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cauley Stein's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. Back to Rubio. Dishes to Towns. Tries it from 9. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. Collison kicks to McLemore. Cauley Stein with the screen for McLemore. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
And McLemore kicks to Collison. Here's Cauley Stein.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Stolen by Collison. McLemore dishes to Collison. Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. In the corner, it's McLemore. Follow the pass to Collison. 4 on the clock. Cauley Stein kicks to McLemore. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Rubio with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The pass to Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doris, a lot of people knew that Towns would be good in the NBA, but just how quickly he has established himself as a defensive force is very impressive. You can see how he impacts decisions that opponents are making on the floor around him.
Yeah, I think Towns is always lurking and always aware of what the opposite offense is thinking about, and so he gets a lot of his blocks when the shooter didn't even know Cat was in position to block it. And what's really impressive is how versatile Cat is with who he can match up with and his defense individually in one-on-one situations.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Inside, here's Koufos. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Towns with the steal. Here's Rush for three. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rush. And that's 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And stolen by Jang. Collison against Rubio. Out to the wing. Deep two from Rush. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Afflalo. And the shot is long.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Up top, Jang. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the basket is good.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Doris, we know you were a standout point guard in the Big East for Providence. What players do you feel have a similar approach to the point guard position that you played so well in the NBA now?
Well, I was not your necessarily traditional setup point guard. I was a player who liked to get to the rim and get to the free throw line a ton. So I would say somebody like Kyrie Irving who wants to be a dynamic scorer, handle is there. So I didn't mind passing, Kevin, but I wanted to score it too.
See, I picture you as like a Chris Paul. Leader. Yeah. Could do both equally well. You could dish as well as anybody, but drive as well as anybody too.
I'll tell you
You're probably being modest too.
I'm not being modest. I was pretty tough too. You didn't like to play against me.
But I like broadcasting with you.
Back at you.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Sacramento. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Andrew Wiggins, third. And, of course, Karl Anthony Towns.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
The Kings trail by 5. Lawson kicks to Tolliver. He dishes it to McLemore. Koufos with it. Towns on him. Pass to Tolliver. Clock at 6. From deep, McLemore. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Oh, no doubt. Too many mistakes. Low defensive intensity. That's a terrible combination, and it cost them.
Poked away, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lawson outside. Feeds to Koufos. To halt the run, poke loose.
He just didn't have enough strength to complete that shot.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
Not his forte. I don't care how open you are. He should not be taking that shot.
They set the pick. Lawson dishes to Tolliver. Kufis with it. Towns on him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
I think if you look over the history of the Timberwolves, one position they've always been strong in since their inception in 1989, the power forward slot. KG, of course, the big name, but now you get Kevin Love, and then you follow him with Karl Anthony Towns, keeping the tradition alive.
And thinking more about Minnesota power forwards of the past, Tom Gugliotta, a name that you can throw in there. Can't forget about Al Jefferson, too, for a brief stint with the team.
And Kev, you see it through a lot of sports. Certain teams have a position that always seems to be filled by an amazing player. And for the Wolves, in their relatively young franchise history, that's the 4-man.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Bialica. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
And he makes that one. Now here's Jones. Passes it to Dunn. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Another miss by Minnesota.
He doesn't have a polished inside game by any means, but that's an opportunity he should convert.
The Kings trail by 5. There's the feed to Heel. Kicks it to Tolliver. Lawson outside. The dish now to Heel. Baseline jumper.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Back to Jones. There's the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. And here we go. And stolen by Dunn. And stolen by Kufis. Shot by Heel. Nobody around. Sacramento gets it back. Fires the 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. And here is Muhammad. 11-point game his last outing. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Tyreke Evans. Averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
He kicks to Tolliver. Inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Dishes to Dunn. Down low. Bialica. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, in order to get through an entire NBA season, you got to be tough. I mean, physically tough, mentally tough. Which do you think in the league right now exude and show you night in and night out that kind of toughness?
Well, the guy I marvel at in terms of the ferocity with which he plays, it's Russell Westbrook. And I don't think I've ever seen that dynamic a player at the lead guard position. The athleticism, the ability when he gets to the rack to just like, I mean, it's an assault on the rim.
Confidence, too. I mean, your confidence has got to be just boundless, don't you think?
I mean, to believe that you're the best player in the league. And I think it, to me, is his greatest attribute is his confidence.
I thought Jordan was about the toughest guy mentally and physically that I had ever seen. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest. But what he showed, I think, led his team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would agree with you on Michael. All time, that was the baddest man to ever do it. No doubt about it.
1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Galloway, defended by Jones. And Tyreek Evans, good for 3.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Now here's Muhammad, covered by Evans. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And how about that for a response?
Didn't take them any time to get those 3 points back. That's the shot they wanted.
There's a good screen from deep. Evans, and another 3 for Sacramento.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the pass to Galloway. He feeds it to Kufis. Sacramento moving it around. Beyond the arc. Galloway, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. It's Jones on the wing. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
I thought he had it for a second. Barely bounced off his fingertips.
From 20 feet out. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Evans outside. Tolliver the pass to Evans. To the paint. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's exactly the type of shot they're hoping for. Get it into the area where good things happen.
The Kings shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Shooting 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Jones. Here's Muhammad. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Well, I certainly like the play calling. They're keeping the defense guessing, and more importantly, they're generating points.
Timberwolves leading by 3. They've got Heald. Cauley Stein is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Jones from outside, but they'll get another chance. And Muhammad kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Towns. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Heald.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Aflalo outside. Heald with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Part of the cycle of the game, young guys coming in, older guys on their way out. Doris, what do you think it takes for a young player looking to establish themselves against seasoned veterans.
Yeah, I think coachability first and foremost. Listen to the players who are around you. Listen to the coaching you're getting. You have to accept coaching. Establish your work habits early, and I mean that in between the lines and off. Are you taking care of yourself physically? Are you eating properly? Are you resting? There's so much that goes into the success of an NBA player.
And a lot of ways for teams to help in that regard. A lot of guidance in all those areas.
Well, you're talking about guys who are now being drafted sometimes, Kevin, at 19, 20 years of age. As you know, you're not quite legal in the eyes of the law, so you have to have good people around setting a great example and making sure they're doing all the things necessary.
Here's Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. King shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Renoflalo kicks to Galloway. And the rejection by Towns. Outside, Jones. Pass to Towns from 13. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws out for him. When you're taken first overall, like Karl Anthony Towns was, you are expected to be an all-star. But you know what, Doris? I'm not sure if many thought Towns would be a generational talent, as he's on track to be in his young career.
Yeah, I think it's rare to see a player be taken first overall and actually exceed expectations. At every step of the way, Towns has worked hard and exceeded what was expected of him. And I think that mentality has put him in position to become one of the best big men in the NBA. I can't wait to watch.
Sacramento making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you just love the way Cat carries himself. I'll say this, he knows what work is.
And Lawson, here we go. Tolliver dishes to Cauley Stein. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the Timberwolves.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Outside, Jones. Here's Wiggins. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with the terrific mid-range game.
There's a screen. Lawson with it. Jones covering. Lawson kicks to Galloway. Off the screen, 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Wiggins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I think one aspect of Wiggins that really helps his game that might be overlooked is how long his arms are. It helps him keep the ball away from defenders when he's driving to the rim. The high release point on his shot makes it that much harder to contest.
And Doris, another benefit of Wiggins is his great length for his position. So it takes very few steps for him to go from the three-point line right to the rim.
Yeah, I think when you couple his reach with his hang time, you can see why he can adjust so many times in the air and still get off a great shot. It's really crazy to think he's a shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Jones.
You know, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Here we go, one-on-one. Puts it up from 17. Here's Towns. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Towns has got 15 points.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
There's Galloway. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Renoflalo kicks to Galloway. Back to Aflalo. Feeds to Cauley Stein. There's the triple. Towns with the defensive effort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Galloway. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, not surprisingly, right? Tom Thibodeau was busy in his, quote, off year. He acted as an advisor to teams with their defensive schemes, helped many of his former colleagues by analyzing what they were doing and ways to improve.
Not many better options than Tom Thibodeau to hear advice from. Essentially, Doris, Tibbs was acting as a consultant there during his off year.
That's a great point, Kevin. One of the teams he helped consult with were the Warriors. A little bit of the rich getting richer when that came to light. But it was beneficial for Thibodeau as well because he picked up an inside look at what some other teams were doing around the NBA.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Aldridge is checked in. He's off on the second.
I think one thing the Wolves will certainly be looking to improve upon this year is solidifying that defense. It has been a weak point for them in recent history, and they have the talent, to me, to play good defense. They just need to drill in the fundamentals.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Rubio outside, and stolen by Cauley Stein. A follow the pass to Lawson. Stolen by Rubio. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A. Zhang with a screen on Collison. Off the pick. Rubio missing again. And with the Wolves and their defensive problems, Doris, a lot of that comes from lack of protecting the rim. That's not just on the big men either.
Well, Kevin, you're exactly right, because putting up a lot of points at the rim is not just the fault of the 4s and the 5s. Perimeter players can't act as matadors and let dribble drivers in so easily. If opponents do get inside, everyone needs to rotate and challenge shots.
McLemore's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Kings trail by 8. Collison kicks to Lawson. Pass to Cauley Stein. Tries to keep it alive. Passes it to McLemore. From beyond the arc. Rebound by Dang. Zhang's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wiggins. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. One added pressure, Doris, that Wiggins has that is unique to himself is that he carries most of the weight of Canada's international basketball dreams. He certainly is the best and the brightest for them. He's expected to lead, in fact, the country to a golden age.
For all the players that we have seen come in the league from north of the border, I think Wiggins has the best potential. And I think he's handled the extra pressure with ease. And it might have even helped him mature as a leader for his basketball team.
And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Third is Ricky Rubio.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there. Each of those players such a joy to play with. Because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving, everyone's involved, the game just flows.
The Kings have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. And he makes both free throws.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
And stolen by Lawson. Drops in the breakaway layup. Lawson's got his first points in this one. Minnesota leading by 6. Rubio outside. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
You know, in most situations, coach is okay with him taking that shot, even if it doesn't go in.
Outside Collison. Offensive rebound, Tolliver, and the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end.
There's a good screen. To the inside. It's stolen by McLemore. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Building on a solid first quarter performance, he's now taken his offense up several notches.
Now, here is Lawson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. McLemore, no good.
You know, after draining a three-pointer in the first, he's been unable to capitalize since.
And here's Rubio. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dang. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. And McLemore kicks to Cauley Stein. Here's Collison. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Collison's got his first points of the night. Here is Rubio. He has 6. Now the feed to Wiggins. That one, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Now McLemore. He's got 5. Kicks to Cauley Stein. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lawson against Rubio. Now the dish to Zhang. The jump hook, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
If you're going to screen for your man, screen like you mean it.
And Rubio kicks to Zhang. Inside. Wiggins left side. No good on that one.
Amazing effort from the defense. Slowing down that guy is no easy task.
Outside Collison. Rubio against Lawson. 4 on the clock. Down low. Tolliver. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Evans comes in for McLemore. And Heald subbed in for Ty Lawson. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Bielitsa, he checks in for Gorgie Dang. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Dunn, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the basket by Jones.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
That kind of ability to adjust in the air is the only way to do it when you're faced with that much of a size disadvantage in the paint.
Inside, shoots from the right block. Aldrich, no good. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Collison. He kicks to Evans. It's stolen by Jones. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Jones is running. Dishes it to Aldrich. Back to Jones. Now the pass to Aldrich. Sacramento grabs the miss. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Heald dishes to Collison. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Dunn. To the inside. Aldrich. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Kings trailing. Evans attacking, and Aldrich sends it back. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Dunn. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Evans with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Darren Collison. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Cole Aldrich. Timberwolves leading by 9. Jones the pass to Muhammad. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is. Listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. But he can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to outmuscle opposing big men. You know, there are a lot of questions about whether Shabazz Muhammad, when he came into the NBA, would ever find his spot. I mean, he's mostly a scorer in college, but you weren't sure how it would translate to the NBA. Seems to be best in being a scoring threat off the bench right now.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside, Jones. Ripped away. Here's Galloway. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You know, at 6'2", Galloway has got size, but he combines that with athleticism, and that's how you attack the rim right there.
Jones with it. He feeds it to Muhammad. And that does it for the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 10. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start for you guys. How did that happen?
I mean, yeah, we had some great days of practice. You know, this is what happens when you got some days off.
Got the spring in your step again. Thanks, Karl Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Well, there are very few defenders who can check him one-on-one. And in fact, collectively, he's a challenge for defenses.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Minnesota, Ricky Rubio is out there with Rush. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Bielitsa in at the center position. Right wing. Here's McLemore. There's the pick. To the middle, Cauley Stein. He dishes it to Koufos. It's good. Koufos has got it back down to single digits for Sacramento. The Timberwolves shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins from 11 feet away, and the shot is long.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
And for three, Collison. Offensive rebound. Collison's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. It's Rush outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. Koufos has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Not what they were looking for. 3 straight misses to start the third.
And the wide open shot from Collison. Collison with another miss.
Struggling coming out of the break, just 1 for 4.
And Rush kicks to Rubio. Pass to Bielitsa. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Basket good. 13 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, it took 4 tries, but they get their first bucket in the second half.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The kick out to Aflalo. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Tough start to the second half, just 1 for 5. Wow.
Right wing. Down low, Jang, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jang's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Outside Collison. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Koufos kicks to Collison. Now here's McLemore. He has 5. Cauley Stein with the screen for McLemore. Back to Collison. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Timberwolves leading by 10. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one misses. The Kings trail by 12. McLemore inside the line. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I think this is just one of those nights scoring the basketball. Towns is just showing off.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And here are the deadliest long-range shooters in the league. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Darren Collison, 4th.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Feeds to Afflalo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Afflalo's got his first points of the game. Rubio outside. Passes it to Towns. Can he keep it going? Back to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Kings trail by 12. Outside Collison. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look here at the shot chart.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
2 shots.
And that one misses. The Kings making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Bielitsa. He checks in for Karl Anthony Towns. So we can't get either to fall. Timberwolves leading by 12 on the wing. Wiggins. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
And McLemore kicks to Lawson. Now, here's Koufos. Defense right on him. No good from Lawson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And there's the feed to Rush. Kicks to Jang. Banked in off the glass. Zhang's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, the power and length of Gorgui Zhang. He holds up well in traffic.
Lawson the pass to Cauley Stein. There's the dish to McLemore. Back to Cauley Stein. Here's Lawson. That doesn't go either for Lawson. The Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And Rush kicks to Bielitsa. Drops it in from 11 feet. Bielitsa's got 6 points.
Good possession there, exactly the way they drew it up.
Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's the screen. Lawson with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Lawson kicks to McLemore. Here's Koufos. Up and in on the layup. Koufos has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's shooting with confidence, accuracy. He's trying to keep them in it.
Dishes it to Wiggins. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up 29 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The first one falls, and we've seen the role of instant replay grow in the NBA. And Doris, I mean, it's a great use. We've seen just a massive improvement, I think, in the accuracy of calls. Just how big an impact has this had, in your opinion, in end-of-game situations?
Well, I think the most important part of this is when you put replay into effect, it has got to be done in an efficient manner. And one thing we have seen with the central role that Secaucus, the NBA's replay center, has had is there's direct communication between the officials on the court and the personnel in the replay center. And because of that, it's a system that was solid in its debut, will get better and more refined, and I think it's been perfect because at the end of the day, the players and the coaches and every part of their organization wants the call to be made correctly, and I think by and large you've seen that.
Unloads from 9, and he comes up with the deuce. Wiggins has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, a case where he dominates in close, but Wiggins so versatile on offense. I tell you, one thing you've got to love about Ricky Rubio is that air of excitement he brings to the floor. You simply never know when he's going to fire off an amazing pass that splits defenders. It's must-see TV when this guy is out in front of the break.
And Rubio certainly does have that flair for the dramatic when he's on the floor. Reminds you, in fact, Doris, a little bit of Jason Williams.
Well, if you're talking about exciting basketball to watch, that is the highest compliment you can pay. It's not easy to demand the attention of a crowd with your passing skills alone, and Rubio has managed to do that with his on-court wizardry.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Sacramento. And then for Minnesota, Dunn comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 18. Here's Galloway. They set the pick. To the paint, Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Jang. And they're able to recover. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Sacramento. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. Of course, there's the Timberwolves, 2 games back.
And I think for the Timberwolves, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
The free throw drops for Koufos. Fields checked in for Ty Lawson. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. And Koufos drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 16. Towns the screen. It's Bielitsa. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
Karl Anthony Towns takes the hit, gets the whistle.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And he knocks down the first one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Kings trail by 17. Galloway dishes to Kufis. Heald kicks to Cauley-Stein. Heald the pass to Cauley-Stein. Kings moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Sacramento again missing. Timberwolves leading by 17. Jones kicks to Dunn. The pass to Towns. Dunn dishes to Muhammad. Outside, Jones. They set the screen. From downtown, Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
Heald kicks to Galloway. At the elbow, it's Kufis. Pass to Heald. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4th in scoring, 5th in rebounding, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Some changes for Sacramento. Tolliver comes in for Kufis, and Tyreke Evans is... Oh, my! How did he hit that shot? How in the world?
You just never know what's going to happen.
This dude is unreal.
The baseline J, and that one comes up a bit short. The Kings trail by 14. Evans outside. He kicks it to Galloway. He feeds it to Tolliver. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Tolliver's got 8 points.
Really nice job inside that time. The defense unable to react quick enough to stop him. Boy, he is fast.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Here's Dunn. Craps in the tray. 6 points for him.
What a quick read by Towns, always keeping his head up.
Galloway, the pass to Heald. He dishes it to Tolliver. To the inside, here's Cauley-Stein. Count it, and the foul. Good. Towns, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Kings. Kufis is checked in. And the free throw, no good. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Oh, the D completely lost track of the shooter there. He turns the miss into 2 points.
Here's Dunn. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional scorer.
They set the pick. Here's Galloway. He's got 5. Evans outside. Wing shot on the way. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 4th assist in this one. Zhang, a screen. Dunn dishes to Zhang. Pass to Rush. Kufis with the block. Here's Galloway. Feeds it to Heald. Here's Cauley-Stein. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Shot 7 of 12 from the charity stripe in this one.
Definitely not making the most of his chances at the foul line.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves leading by 11. And here's Jones. Fades away. Jang, no luck.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Sacramento again missing.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise. He's forcing things that aren't there. He's just taking shots out of rhythm.
Pass to Dunn. Timberwolves passing it around. 5 on the clock. Jones with it. Now defended by Cauley Stein. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Kings trail by 12. There's the feed to Heel. Kicks it to Koufos. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
2 shots. 2 shots.
Well, free throw drops for Koufos. The Kings making a switch here. Collison's out there. And Koufos drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 10. The dish to Rush. .106 left in the third quarter. Muhammad, no luck. Sacramento's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Collison kicks to Cauley Stein. Muhammad with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. Jones, the pass to Dang. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Zhang's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the definition of a high-percentage shooter. Terrific touch by Gorgui Zhang.
There's the screen. Now Collison. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Koufos. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
1 shot.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jones kicks to Rush. 15 seconds left in the third. Dishes it to Muhammad. Clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, I think the one area where Muhammad seems to get more comfortable each year is the free throw line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
And that one falls for Muhammad. Muhammad hits them both. Here's Heald. Can't get it to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, up by 11. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Kings trail by 11. They've got McLemore. Kufis out there with Cauley-Stein. Then it's Lawson. And it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Oh, that pass was right on the money. He'll get a well-deserved high five for that one.
Go, go, go!
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Wiggins has got 10 points here in the second half.
I think tonight is a great measure of Wiggins' progress, scoring in volume in a variety of ways.
McLemore with a screen for Lawson. There's the pass to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. No one near him. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Kufis. Here's Wiggins. Back to Rubio. Zhang inside, working on Cauley-Stein.
Now, this is, to me, where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand. Well, he might not have been drafted, but Langston Galloway has carved out a place for himself in this league. There aren't a lot of holes in his game for a player his age.
And the first one drops. And for Galloway, his story is one of perseverance and never give up. Doris, you know the story, undrafted, but he worked his way through the D-League to eventually get a shot in the NBA.
And it's not easy, Kevin, to play your game when you're on a 10-day contract like Galloway was when he first broke in. But his game is one that doesn't have holes, and he quickly adjusted to the speed of the NBA at the point guard position. And in retrospect, there are probably a lot of teams now regretting they failed to pick him up in the draft.
Pass to Kufis. He kicks it to Aflalo. He feeds it to McLemore. They set the pick. It's Cauley-Stein, top of the key. And stolen by Wiggins. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And Lawson with the drive. But he recovers it. Kufis the pass to McLemore. Almost, but it rolls out.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Back to Rubio. That one falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Well, making the extra pass, Muhammad's discipline on offense leads to a better shot.
Lawson with it. Kufis dishes to Aflalo. From deep, McLemore. It's good from long range.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Rubio outside. Here's Wiggins. Oh!
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Lawson outside. In the corner, it's McLemore. That's tipped, stolen by Rubio. It's Jones on the wing, guarded by McLemore. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Screen by Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
Now, here is Lawson. There's a screen. With a floater. He can't get that one. Good D by Rubio. Timberwolves leading by 12. Jones kicks to Zhang. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Muhammad. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
One shot. One shot.
And that one falls for Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio has always had incredible court vision and knack for making that one dagger of a pass. But Doris has done a good job maturing as a point guard over the last few years. Picked up a lot of things along the way.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, listen, the one area I've really noticed for Rubio that's improved is his decision-making. Now, he has found ways to cut turnovers down every year in the league and is now one of the best playmakers in the NBA.
Follow the pass to Lawson. They set the pick. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. Wiggins outside. He dishes it to Hill. Outside, Jones. Pass to Dang. Shoots from the baseline. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Listen, this guy's shooting it well enough these days, is Gorgui Zhang. You might want to run him off his spot and make him put it on the deck.
Koufos dishes to McLemore. Rubio with a wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Lawson with it. Guarded now by Rubio. 6 to shoot. Lawson outside. The putback.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Adrian Payne's checked in for Hill. And it's Rush in for Tyus Jones. The Kings trail by 17. Here's Lawson. And here's McLemore. Cauley Stein with the screen for McLemore. Outside for Lawson. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
What a great opportunity. Nice open look. You'll take those anytime you can get an uncontested shot.
Now Zhang. Feeds it to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Aaron Aflalo.
Well, Wiggins, one of those guys who draws fouls at an excellent rate.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Darren Collison. He's checked in for the Kings. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Muhammad's checked in. Second free throw, no good. The Kings trail by 18. And McLemore kicks to Aflalo. Out to the right wing. Outside Collison. Sacramento again missing. Passes it to Rush. Now here's Muhammad, guarded by McLemore. Muhammad with it. Koufos with the block. Collison with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Collison the pass to Koufos. In the corner, it's McLemore. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The jump hook, and Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Rush. Rush has got 5 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Koufos dishes to McLemore. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-5 run. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Goes up the baseline. And good that time. Wiggins has got 7 points for the quarter. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Koufos the pass to McLemore. Buries the long-range jumper. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Wiggins against Aflalo. Wiggins drawn the double team. Here's Aldridge. And Cole Aldridge with the slam.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Rubio against Collison. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Jang to the left wing. Deep 2 from Rush. Knocked away. But they get it back. Rubio outside. Jang with the ball. Koufos is there. Jang dishes to Rubio. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside. Wiggins possesses that in spades.
Of course, we've seen more teams look to expand their offenses and stretch teams out. You can't analyze the NBA now without using the word spacing to look at a play.
Yeah, it almost makes you feel like perhaps that post play is being phased out of the game. I don't like that. To me, some of my best memories is watching Hakeem Olajuwon deliver the dream shake on the block, or Patrick Ewing, overpower somebody. What's your take? I mean, do you think this is something that is simply cyclical, Kevin, where the post play is out of it, or do you see a time where maybe it comes back in?
Well, you've talked about the influence of a Steph Curry and what his long-range shooting means for all these young kids playing on playgrounds around the world.
Right.
They're intrigued by it. They're going to work at it. They see future glory for themselves.
Correct.
I think spacing is here. I think seeing players move without the ball, cutting without the ball, enjoying the passing, enjoying the dribbling. They're bringing in parts of the game which are so eye-pleasing, so fun to watch, and I'm sure fun to play, too.
No question. I think, obviously, there's something so exciting to the team making the three and so demoralizing to the team that's having it done to them.
Think of how few players are the size 7-footers, 6'8", 7'2", that have that kind of size, that can play that kind of game. You're talking about a very small number.
You're 100% right.
A lot of 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" kids out there,
no
boys
question.
and girls, that can play that kind of game.
We keep talking about Steph Curry. Draymond Green may be revolutionizing the NBA as much as Steph Curry.
Yes, good point.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Outside Collison. Now, here's Kufis. Not a lot of room. McLemore. That one a little long. Timberwolves leading by 21. The feed now to Rush. Aldridge in the post. Working on Cauley Stein. A shot's good from Aldridge.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Too many. Simple as that. Their defensive weaknesses are being exposed right now.
A nice shot by Kufis.
Oh, what a night. He's been efficient, consistent, really in a good rhythm shooting the basketball.
The dish to Rush. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins outside to the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Bielitsa, he checks in for Jang. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And it's done in for Ricky Rubio.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
I think he knew full well what he was doing. My issue is that he didn't care.
Muhammad with the steal.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Wiggins.
Well, we can talk about how easily he was converting all night long. Just a spectacular offensive display.
With the new TV deal, Doris, a lot of good things in the NBA's future. Is this the golden era of the NBA?
I think that this is the golden era, but it's the golden era because of the level of stars that we have. You have LeBron James, a once-in-a-generation player. Steph Curry redefining the very definition of a good shot. I do not like the criticism that these players have been under of late. I know I did not play in the old NBA, Kevin, but to me, we need to celebrate the game as it's presently composed. And that's, to me, the special part.
Now, here's Dunn. Dishes to Muhammad. From about 16, that shot off. And here's Lawson. Now the pass to Hield. There's the pick. He feeds it to Evans. His three-pointer's off the mark. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dunn. Pass to Bielitsa. He kicks to Jones. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game. Andrew Wiggins, impeccable second half. His full arsenal on display. Quite frankly, he made it look a little too easy at times. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
From day one of his NBA career, Andrew Wiggins has been one of the best wing players in the league. Incredible athleticism. This guy's a human pogo stick. It's what makes him such a great finisher on the move. What an impact he had on this game.
The defense was non-existent. They didn't challenge him. They didn't try to move him off his favorite spots. They didn't force him to do anything different. No physical play, and he took advantage of that.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hardworking.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.